Hi, sixth graders. If you're hearing my voice, you must be having a little trouble with your math bundle. Let me see if I can clarify a bit for you. The most important part of this assignment is that you work the 4 problems that you see on the right side of the screen. For sure, get these 4 problems written down on paper or on Notability and worked. The actual bundle for both teachers goes like this. I'm looking at the left side of the screen. The first dot tells you to watch a lecture and take notes. The lecture is given by Mrs. West, but it is for both classes. It is a review. If you need to take notes, go ahead. The second step is to watch a really fun video of your teachers at the store. They're going to present the 4 problems to you. Remember, the 4 problems are written for you on the right side of the screen, so you do not need to stop and start the video. Then you're going to work those store problems on paper or in Notability, and the final step is to teach the problems to someone else. You can use Notability, iMovie, EduCreations, whatever you want to show how you work the problems. What I'm going to do for you on this second screen is work through the first problem. Then you'll have a model for knowing how to present it to somebody else. Just do what I did for the remaining 3 problems. Now don't get confused. There are actually 9 calculations for these 4 problems. At the very end of the bundle, both teachers have included a rubric that will give you an idea of how they will grade your presentation. If you have trouble with the presentation, you can bring in your problems that are already worked and you can explain it to me or your teacher. Now be sure to go to the second slide so that you can see how to work the first problem. Here is all of number 1. I've worked it out and I'm going to talk you through it. I'm going to teach it to you, just like you'll do with the rest of the problems. The first problem has 150 plates for $4.49. I set that up as a unit rate. Look on the left side of the screen in blue. I put the money on top and the plates below, equal to an amount of money I don't know yet, the variable, over 1 plate, the unit rate for 1 plate. So when I cross multiply those, that's what those yellow lines remind you to do, I find that I have 150 times n, or 150n, equals $4.49. Remember, we want to get the variable all alone, so we're going to do the opposite operation of multiplication, and we will divide both sides by 150. When we do that, we find out that n is equal to 0.029. How much money is that? Well, that's 2 cents. You see that that's underlined. But the next number is a 9, and that'll be important when we look at the other unit rate, because we're trying to determine which one is the best price. So we want to keep that 9 there so that we can make a decision. Now look at the right side. Now we have 300 plates for $7.49. Again, we put the money on top and the plates below, equal to the variable of how much money, we don't know yet, over 1 plate. When we cross multiply, we end up with 300 times n equals $7.49. To get n all alone by itself, we're going to do the opposite operation, and we're going to divide both sides by 300. That leaves us with n equals 0.024. Again, that's 2 cents. So now we can look and we can see that the number after the 2 cents will tell us which one is the better buy. And it would be the 300 plates, and I've started there in green for you, because that's a 4 following the 2 cents, and that's smaller than the 9 that follows the 2 cents from the 150 plate problem. So there we've just worked out the whole problem and we've explained it. You're going to do the same with the rest of the problems.